Okay, in this video we're going to learn how to play the first Noel. The tablatures, instead of doing the chords and strumming, we're going to pluck each note. So, in this video I've broken it out so that we have each line that's on your sheet of music. And you're gonna see the tablature for it, and then above that you'll see a video of me playing it so that you can be able to see where my fingers are at when I'm playing the notes that the tablature is showing us. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Now remember, the top string, or G string, is actually the bottom line in our tabs, and the bottom string is the top line in our tabs. So the bottom is the top and the top is the bottom. So you got to think of it opposite when you see it on the tablature. So when we come into this first note here, we've got two rests to start off, and then it goes into an open note, so 0 on our E string. Okay, that's not the C string. Don't confuse that. Remember, it's reverse. Okay, so I'm going to bring my thumb up here so you can see what I'm actually plucking, but you keep it down here. Let's get a real good view of this. Okay, so we have 0, and then our middle finger goes on the 2nd fret of our C string, and then open on the C string. So those are the first 3 notes. Let's do that again. 0, 2 on the C string, open on the C string, and then 2 on the C string, then back down to our E string, and we're going to do 0, 1. 0, first finger comes on the 1st fret. So let's do that much again from the start. 0, 2, 0, 2, going back to our E string, 0, 1, and then next measure we're going to do 3, our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of our E string, then 0 on the bottom A string, and we're going to put our 2nd finger on for the 2. And then that last measure of the first line, 3 with our 3rd finger, come back to 2, and then open. So let's do that whole first line again. 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 1, 3. Hold that, and then 2/8 notes on the bottom string. 0, 2 with the middle finger. 3rd finger, we're going to play 3, 2, 0. Okay, so that was the very first line. Now we're going to move on to the second line. Alright, so starting with our 3rd finger, it's a half note, which means it gets 2 counts. Remember, there's 3 beats to every measure. So 3, our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of our E string. Play that and hold it for 2 counts. 1, 2. Then we have 2/8 notes, which gets the 3rd beat. 3 and is how you'd count that. So I'm playing 0, 2. So starting again. 3, hold it for 2 counts, and then 0, 2 on the bottom A string. Then 3, 2, 0, all on that bottom A string. Then back to our 3rd fret on the E string. Then 0 on our A string. Then 2. Oops, let me get that up there. 2 on our A string. And 3. Then we jump back to our E string. 3, 1. Now don't do what I'm doing, in the sense that I'm trying to really show you where that finger is going, and these fingers are staying down, tucked away like that. That is not how I normally play. I'm just doing that so that you can get a good visual of what finger is going where. But normally it'd be like this, where they're hovering right over the frets that they need to be playing, and that's how you should approach this too. So let's go back and do that line again. So the 3 on our E string, 1 and 2 and go to 0 2 0 2, and that would be 3 and is how to count that. Then 3 2 0, 3 on our E string, back to the A string, 0 2 3, then back to our E string, 3 1. Okay, so hopefully you're kind of picking up a little bit on how the tabs is working with where your finger should be going. Let's go ahead and go on to the next section of the song. Alright, so our 0, and it is on our A string. So 0, hold it for 2 counts, 0 again, then our second finger is going to come onto the C string. See how it goes down a line on the tabs? When it goes down a line, that our finger moves up because it's reverse. The bottom is the top and the top is the bottom. Okay, on to the second measure, 0 2 0 1. Again, let's do that measure again. 0, then second finger on the C string, second fret, 2, 0 on the E string, and then 1. And then our third finger goes to the third fret, hold that for 2 counts, then back to the down to our A string, 0 2, and 3 with our third finger, 2 with our second finger, and open. Okay, so there's the third line. We got 3 more. So 3 on our E string, then open on our A string, 2 3 2 0, 3 up onto our E string, back to our A string, 0, which is the bottom, 2 3, jump up to the E string, 3 1. Okay. Now the fifth line, starting on 0, 0 again, then second finger on our C string, then open C string, then second finger back on the C string, then we move lines in the tab, so we jump down a string to open on the E string, then 1 on the E string, 3 on the E string, then we go to our A string, 3 2, open A string, and open. Now I'm not playing this exactly how it would be counted out, not to the rhythm, just making sure that we get those notes, and then we can go back through and play it how it should sound. Okay, last line. We play our third fret on the E string, then we rest, and we jump down to our A string, 3 2 0, then 3 on our E, open on the A, then 2 3 3 on our E string, then 1 on the E string, and then open on the E string. And that's how we end. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is play through the whole thing. There's going to be a little bit pauses during the break of how I'm making this video. I'm going to have to click on something to show me the next line. So here we go. I'm going to do it a little bit slow. Okay, we're now on to line 2. Line 3. Line 4. Line 5. Line 6, final line. Rest. Alright, and there you have it. So hopefully this video has been helpful to really just go through it slowly to see where my fingers are at and how that correlates with the tabs. So go back and review the parts that were maybe a little difficult for you, and then see if you can try and play along with me towards the end of this video that we did, where I played through all of it and had kind of those little brief breaks in between each line. Alright, that's it. Good luck.